Hello, sir. My name is Prince Alj Blas from BSIT 3A BPO. Capstone project as a thesis and a research worker. Based from CHED Memorandum Order Number 25 Series of 2015, the thesis capstone project are required for candidates for graduation in all computing programs. Both the thesis and capstone project are terminal project requirements that would not only demonstrate a student's comprehensive knowledge of the area of student and research methods used but also allow them to apply the concept and method to a specific problem in their area of specialization. What is a thesis? It is a report of a scholar upon some piece of research which he or she has completed. In the area of computing, it is defined as a technical report on a systematic investigation of a problem that can be solved using computing. It may be it may include a solution, an approximate or partial solution, a scientific investigation, or the development of results leading to the solutions of the problem. Capstone project, an undertaking appropriate to a professional field. It should significantly address an existing problem or need. An IT capstone project focuses on the infrastructure, application or processes involved in implementing computing solution to a problem. Responsibilities of a capstone project student. Upon enrollment in the thesis capstone project, the researcher has the sole responsibility of conceptualizing, undertaking, monitoring, and writing the thesis report. It is therefore necessary for a researcher to learn the necessary skill and competency in the conduct of a research. Although there will be an assigned advisor who will guide the student researcher in the conduct of the study. It is not the advisor's responsibility to feed everything to the researcher, because this defeats the purpose of teaching a researcher to be independent and to be competent. Besides, it will be the researcher who will present the result of the study in the final oral defense and not the advisor. Letter A, project duration. The thesis capstone project will be completed within 2 semesters, capstone project 1 and capstone project 2. In case that the student will not be able to apply the requirements within the prescribed semester, he or she will be given another 2 second semesters as extension to a complete the capstone project. Failure to complete within the 4 semester duration, the student will be required to re-enroll Capstone Project 1 and Capstone Project 2, considering that the average lifespan of the software is 3 years. In case a student will pass this Capstone Project 1 but will fail complete Capstone Project 2 within 2 semesters, the student will be required to enroll thesis capstone project 1 and thesis and capstone project 2. B, project group composition. The capstone project group will be composed of most 3 members depending on the complexity of the project. Students will be allowed to choose their group members, but still the subject teacher has the final decision to approve the said group depending on the capability of the members of the group. C, project advisor. The dean or program chair is given the authority to select the student advisors and panel member based from the faculty members' competencies, tendency, and expertise on the capstone project topic. The selection of the advisor for the capstone project will be limited to those faculty members from the ICT. Appointment of advisors from other department, colleges, institution, university will be allowed on a case basis. Contract of service. Faculty members may handle capstone project advisorship provided that there be a permanent faculty members who will be a co-advisor to ensure that there will B. Somebody who will assume the advisorship once the contract of the former is terminated. The maximum member of the Capstone Project advisorship is 5 per faculty member. D. The panel composition. The dean or program chair will assign qualified and competent faculty members who will constitute the defense panel. The defense panel shall be composed of the following: chairman, preferably the dean or program chair or faculty with at least master's degree. Number may two members, one may be content expert. E. Duties and responsibilities of the panel chairman. Brief of the proponent's researcher about the proposal, hearing oral defense program during the actual proposal, hearing or oral defense respectively. Issue the verdict. The verdict is an unanimous decision among the three members of the thesis capstone project proposal, hearing or oral defense panel. Once issued, it is final irrevocable. Nominate a thesis capstone project for the Outstanding Research Capstone Project Award. F. Duties and responsibilities of the panel members. Content expert. Validate the endorsement of the advisor. The panel serve as internal auditors, putting SAM for of check and control on the kinds of thesis. Capstone project being approved by the college. Evaluate and deliverables. Recommend a verdict. Listen and consider the requests of the advisors and the proponent research. Nominate a thesis capstone project for the Outstanding Research Capstone Award. Duties and responsibilities of the project thesis capstone project subject teacher. The subject teacher is made by default the advisor of all groups assigned to him or her. Announce research capstone project areas at the start of each semester to the student. Conduct general meeting with the student to discuss the capstone project guidelines, policies, deliverables, and to allow the student to raise the clarify issues. Select proposal, hearing, and oral defense panel for each team. Schedule research capstone project activities such as the deadlines of deliverables and proposal, hearing, and oral defense session. Duties and responsibilities of the project thesis capstone project subject teacher. Continuation. Post schedule proposal, hearing, and oral defense guidelines, requirements, guidelines, and other announcement. Furnish every member of the proposal, hearing, and oral defense panel with all necessary capstone project documents before the proposal, hearing, or oral defense. File at least one copy of the proposal, hearing, and oral defense panel evaluation, including revisions and revised and approved deliverables and at every stage of the research capstone project. Submit collated grades of the student under his or her section for that term. Duties and responsibilities of the advisor. Ensures that the study proposed by the student conforms to the standard of the college and has immediate for potential impact on the research trust, the university. Guidelines the research capstone the students in the following tasks while the proposal stage. Defining the research problem objectives in clear specific terms. Building a working bibliography for the research. Identify the variables and formulating hypotheses if any. Determining the research design population to be studied, research environment, instrument to be used, and the data collection procedures. Meet the team regularly at least twice a month. Note the team must seek properly appointment to answer the question and help resolve impasses and conflict. Advisor must remind the proponents research to their works properly. Reviews thoroughly all deliverables at various stage of the research capstone to ensure that they meet the department's standards. The advisor may also require his or her proponent researcher to submit progress reports regularly. Recommends the proponent's research for proposal, hearing, oral defense. The advisor should not sign the proposal, hearing notice and the oral defense are noticed if she or believes that the proponent research are not yet ready for proposal, hearing, and oral defense respectively. Thus, if the proponent's researcher failed in the proposal, hearing, or oral defense, it is partially the advisor's fault. clarifies points during the proposal hearing and oral defense, ensure that all required revisions are incorporated into the appropriate document and or software keep informed and of the schedule of the researcher capstone project activities required deliverables and deadlines. Recommends to the proposal hearing and oral defense panel the nomination of his or her research capstone project for an award. As the special advisor, she responsible to be a provider, an encourager, a dictator, a pushy boss, a connector, and an employment agency. This is Capstone Project presentation as recommended by the Philippine Society of IT Education or PSIT. A research committee public presentation is required. It should be a school-based presentation open for public viewing. This is Capstone Project Turnover. Project turnover is limited to the software development, developed not including the equipment used during implementation as stated in the MOU. In the event that the student is willing to donate the equipment, it must be stated in the MOU.